All right, here we go, guys. Hey guys, we are so excited that you have all joined us tonight for our sizzling summer and our jumpstart into fall. We are super excited. We're going to be focusing on social media. I did want to introduce my friend over here. Now, hopefully I'm going to say your name right. We did practice. Janaea. Did I do it?
Rock on,
oh my
yes.
gosh, I was so excited. It does have a unique spelling, but I'm so excited to introduce you guys. She has been addicted to Pampered Chef for 22 years, and she joined up in February of 2020. She has a part-time baking business and works full-time in corporate marketing and sales. She has been married to her husband for 22 years. She has 2 kids, Josiah, 19. He's autistic, and Emma is 16. And she decided to join Pampered Chef because she got a pay cut. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to sign up because that was a significant pay cut. And she knew that she could make that up with Pampered Chef because she became a director in 41 days. And she didn't think she would love it as much as she does, but she is working on making Pampered Chef her full-time job. 3 things that you should know about her. She loves educating herself. She may be organized, but she's very eclectic. And everyone pronounces her name incorrectly. But not me, because we had a practice run.
We practiced, yes.
Sent me a voice memo for how to say it, because I like to call people by their names, what they like to be called. And so it's important to me to say it right. But if you ask me what it is, I'll have to scroll and find it again.
My sister-in-law, after 24 years, still calls me G. So
yeah, exactly. So I'm super excited to get to know you a little bit better, and for you to kind of share with us how you are organizing your Facebook. I knew that I had to be on this call because I am a chaotic creative. I am not very organized, but I love social media. So I can't wait for you to share with us.
I actually love being creative. I'm an Aquarius, so, very flamboyant all over the place. But I have, a little problem with OCD. I think my son gets that from me with his autism. They say it stems from mama. So he is high functioning. So, he's able to work and drive and all that. It's just, presents its own set of challenges. I am Janaea Roman. You can call me G if you can't remember Janaea. It's a nice Irish Gaelic name. Nobody can ever remember or pronounce. As Trey said, I've been with PC for 1.5 years, and I have done this training numerous times. Nancy Joe has actually asked me to do a guest training on this as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sorry I'm on 4 hours of sleep. We had bad storms last night. But am I able to share screen? It says it's currently disabled.
Okay, I just changed it, so.
Okay, cool beans.
See if that works.
Right. So we're gonna do it to where, can everybody see my screen, my Facebook? And regardless of table coming out, you'll still need to be able to do this to keep track. So it's important to be organized because it keeps your mental health as well as your physical health up to par. It makes a huge difference. So we have a little menu there. You see, I've been playing with table. You're definitely still going to need this system. Systems are important to keep your business in check. I have devised a bunch of systems that my upline, who is Kim Gant, regularly uses, because it's got to be in order. So basically, if you came after me, you would know what was happening. So you see, we have our typical Facebook. It's right on your opening. And if you go to your profile, just click on your name. It's going to bring up all the stuff that's been posted on your page. DAG is David and Janaea, in case you see me on Facebook. Yes, we do have a joint page, but it's mostly for my business. He rarely gets on it. But if you go and you click on your friends, you'll see all your wonderful friends that are joined on Facebook. So I have over 1,400 friends. When I started this business, I was just above 600. It's definitely important to add people from each of your parties. It's a necessity to keep your business going, because with 600 friends, you're not going to get very far. So you want to add your guests, especially your host, of course. and you want to maintain a relationship with them. Stay away from the political stuff. I have a BA in history and a BA in library sciences, and I'm a fact checker. So I want to make sure everything's right on, but please, for the love of God and for the sake of your business, stay away from political stuff. So you want to post recipes, products, encouraging things, no drama. Stay away from the drama too, because that's going to kill your business. It really is. And it doesn't matter what platform you're on. I thought I would be okay just using Twitter to vent my political beliefs. No, that comes back to haunt you because people look you up. So with that being said, with your PSA for the day, I'm going to show you every January 1st in my system. This is what I do. I will go and take and this is easier to do on the computer. I will take my mouse and highlight all these beautiful friends of mine and then copy. I do this in sections. There's a reason for that. Because if you do it all at once, it's going to crash your system, especially with 1,400 friends. Then you can do a listing like Google Sheets or Excel, and you can take those friends, and I'm going to my little picture box over here, and you can just do Control V, and that pastes all those people that you just copied from Facebook into your Excel sheet or a Google Sheet. Everywhere it says 8 mutual friends or 132 mutual friends, I'm going to delete that, but I want to keep the space there. There's a reason for that. I'll show you in a minute. And then I want to go through and say, okay, this person and this person and this person and this person and this person, they're all Pampered Chef reps. And I know that for a fact. So I'm going to go and highlight them with teal because what? That's our color, right? Everything's in teal. So you have Emma and Josiah are my kids. I'm not going to put my kids on there, so I'll put them in gray. Anybody under 18, I put in gray. I don't delete them because they're going to turn 18 soon. And guess what? They're on my team. So that leaves me with one person. This is a quick, easy method. You take the time to do this once a year, it's going to be so much easier. So I'm going to go over to the sheet that I have for 2021. And you see, I only brought this up to show you guys what to do, but I have it blocked out by the years. The first year I did this, I alphabetized everybody. Biggest mistake of my life, because then you have 15 Amandas hosting in 1 week and it just gets confusing. Another reason, see this lovely order that this is in? If you scroll down, you will see the last person that you talked to in that order as of January 1st when you do this sheet. So the person you've talked to, the most recent, is going to be listed at the top. And those that you haven't talked to in a hot minute will be at the very bottom. So when you have 1,400 people, it's a little hard to keep track of, but trust me, it makes it so much easier. I've created columns like the first initial contact. I write down if they booked the party, if they declined, I just mark it with an X. Some people get nasty. Did I share the opportunity with them? Follow up 1, follow up 2, follow up 3. So I will continue to follow up and then create notes. So these are my columns. You can do it however makes you more comfortable. My first thing I do is I like to share the opportunity before I even ask them to party. I'll be like, hey, we got some great kids going on. You know, I've seen that you're looking for a little bit of extra cash. You know, I be me. Sometimes I could be a little harsh, but you know, people know me. They know how I am. So I'll share the opportunity with them first. And I just recently started doing this and it's worked to be my benefit rather than be a hindrance. Have you ever noticed that when you go and send a private message to somebody and you ask them to host the Pampered Chef party, they leave you on red, or you hear crickets or nothing? You want them to answer you back, share the opportunity first. They'll answer you much quicker. No, I'm not interested. Okay, well, can I ask you why? Trey, you're laughing, but it's so true. So I started recently. If you haven't, where's my book? There is a book that I recommend from Rami Newstack called Get Over Your Damn Self. And this is what she did. So I started reading this with my other director group. And that's what she did. She shared the opportunity first, found out why, dug deeper, asked those questions that you think you might be pestering, you're really not. Can I, you know, so if you share the opportunity and say, and they say no, say, can I ask you why you're not interested? Some people have tried DS sales before and it's never been successful. I've tried 4 different companies before. I started PC, and as soon as I signed, that's the last I heard of my recruiter. Yeah. So shows you an example for the leadership that I have currently. So back to the opportunity. If they say no, I dig deeper and say why. If they've tried another DS company, if they're just not interested, or they can't right now because of money, then I know where to go from there. I know how to lead that conversation. So I know it's a lot, guys. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast or somebody has a question, just stop me. Once I share the opportunity first, if they say no, I'm like, okay, I understand. Well, how about we get you a party going in this way? You can earn and I share the host reward for them for the month. Or if they love PC, I'm inviting them to my opportunity event. I always share the opportunity first, and then I will go in, and it's worked so much better because I'm getting quality people rather than quantity. And that's what we want on a team. I don't want kidnappers, because a lot of hosts are kidnappers. Hate to say it, but it's true. I don't want people that are just going to sit there and give me excuses. I need to get to know them. Your authenticity and you getting to know them is the most important thing to recruit on your team, as well as to book a party. Yes, because I have those too. And there's people that if they have less than 50 friends right now, I won't bother with them on Facebook. 50 friends is not going to do me anything. And I'll make notes of that in the comments. So going back to how I organize, you'll see I have even one of my consultants that is under me. This is a mutual friend of ours. It's actually my cousin. This is my cousin. It's one of her friends, so I'm not going to touch her. But it's Cynthia's customer, so I'm not going to touch her and I'll leave her alone. Cynthia is my consultant. Natisha is my consultant. Joanne used to be, but she had to drop off for health reasons, so I did stuff like that. When I shared the opportunity, the day they booked, and follow-ups if need be, how much their party did. Like that's my daughter. There's Joanne's brother who used to be my consultant. Things like that that are important to know. Anything in black, I can't touch them. Either they're deceased or they're out of the country. Simple. That's my 2 excuses for that one. I also gray out profiles that are no longer in existence because I can't use them. That doesn't mean they're gone from Facebook. It just means that their profile is currently inactive. So there's, things like that that you need to know. Here's one where his wife is scheduled to host, so I'm not going to bother the husband. So these little details, it's going to keep you in your head. It's quick to put in while you have this done. So why did I skip the space? Here's the important part. So if I go and I hover over Linda, you're going to see her Facebook profile pop up because guess what? I copied the link to her page. And when I click on that, it's going to bring me right directly to Linda's profile page.
Does that happen automatically when you are highlighting?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it automatically happens, which is brilliant. Why is it important to go to somebody's Facebook profile page? You need to find out what's going on in their life. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say they got chewed out because somebody had a family member just die and they didn't know, and they contacted them to host a party. I'd be pissed too. I'm sorry. I would. So, okay, look, Linda had emergency dental extractions. I'm not going to contact her for a party today. I'm going to check with her in about a month so I can make a note of that and come back later and check out what's going on and make sure she's okay before I even contact her to host a party. Then you can go right, if it's okay to host a party, everything's full, copacetic, click on message, you can message her right away to host. It is so easy. And all it takes is a couple hours on New Year's Day. And the reason I do it on New Year's Day is because everybody's hungover and, that's just your day to do nothing.
I am
resolution.
curious, what would your best advice be for those of us that are doing this now? It's not New Year's Day. So how can we quasi do what you do, or is there a way to implement some kind of system to organize our Facebook I know that you were going to be sharing. I'm not sure if you're going to share more. Maybe I'm jumping the gun and asking a
No,
question.
it's actually, it's pretty simply done. I mean, there's really not much more to do. If you go, other than what I put in,
Okay.
I have the check boxes for the opportunity and the notes that I do.
So we could do this today. We could
You
do
could do
this
this
today.
today. I
And
just
this
say
could
make
be
a
our
conscious
January
effort
1st.
to do it January 1st every year, because you're sitting there watching TV, Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
marathon, whatever. It's easy to do while you're doing that, but you have to do it in spurts. I would
Right.
not do more than 10 at a time. Yes, it's going to take you a long time to do it,
Sure.
but you're going to crash your system if you don't. I learned that the hard way. So,
Yeah.
so to say, okay, look, here's one with Beth. I contacted her first on New Year's Day, because she had mentioned something, I think, about cookware that she needed, and she had hosted with me before. And I followed up with her on 7/1 because she didn't want to host that day or that month. And she ended up booking a fundraiser party for September for Ronald McDonald House. And I know that's going to do pretty well. So things like that, you have to keep up on your notes. Doesn't feel like the party will do well. Some people think that's a note that doesn't matter, but it really does, because you have to learn how to redirect. You have to pivot in this business. Pivot your choices, pivot your verbiage, and cater to each individual customer.
I
I
think
mean,
that is amazing. I'm so glad that we learned all of this from you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like, that was really simple. That is something that we can all do, and we don't have
it
to
is
wait,
so
so
simplistically
valuable.
stupid simple.
You know what? When you said it was going to be easy, I didn't anticipate it was going to be this easy. I'm
I
really
know,
excited.
right?
I'm really excited because when you
It
said
does. It makes it
organizing,
so much easier. Like here's one. Been ill in the hospital. Keep monitoring.
yeah,
And so my system too is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will send my booking, recruiting messages, and Tuesday and Thursday is my follow-ups.
Oh, nice.
So, it makes it so
I've-
much easier.
I
And
have
I
one
can even
question,
show
if you don't
you,
mind.
if you don't have a calendar, you need to get one.
Mm.
Mine's really bad. I'm going to warn you right now. Um, like I said, I have a little OCD problem. Oop, let's make this bigger. And you will see, because I work from home full time. I don't have a choice. So what I do is I put in every hour, every minute is detailed. Put in your wake up routine, which mine is just scrolling through Facebook and emails and TikTok and all that stuff. Because I do use TikTok. I started doing that recently, and it's been it actually got me a quick cooker order today. So
Nice.
then I do my 30 minutes of reading every morning, get ready for work, which is, includes my shower, brush my teeth, and get dressed, because I have a long commute from the bedroom to my table. Check into AES work is my full-time job. Then I send my host coaching same time every day. I do small cleaning, which usually is dishwasher and cleaning out the sink. Every day during the week, you can see right here, it's all different. So different tasks that I have to do. I check in with my team. I do PC training. If it's available, like right now we have table, that's great. But guess what? I've exhausted all Dash resources. So if you're not using Dash, you need to use it. Statistically, 70%. Those who do it are 70% more successful in this business than those that don't.
I'm just to jump in really quick. I'm really glad that you're sharing all of this. I know that we all have really found this very valuable. Was there anything else on the Facebook organization or
no? Just pretty much with that, and I have it scheduled in here in order to update my sheet as well.
Oh, so I see.
Yeah, so it's tied hand in hand. So there's, and then every day I send host the messages, so I have to go in here and update this as well.
Okay, I think Dawn had a question.
Yay, thank you. I have a quick question. Okay, so say there's a couple of us, I think, that are like super interested in this. We want to do it today. So then say that we do it today for 2021, and then we have this going for 4 months, and we put all 6 to 1,000 of our Facebook friends in it, and we're good to go for 2021. 2022 rolls around the 1st of January,
Mhm.
Oh, guess what? We have 400 new Facebook friends. So
Yep. So you'll
I
be
want to
adding
know
to that
what
list.
your recommendation is. So do you either start a new 2022 tab and put them all in
Yeah.
there, or because now you know you lost the notes from 2021, or how do you merge those over?
But see, if you could see at the bottom, I don't merge them
Mhm.
over. I don't want to do
Oh,
that
okay.
because every year's a new year.
Got it.
Every person's a new person. What happened to
Yeah.
somebody last year, the opportunity or the party might not be beneficial for them that last year. But
Mhm.
this year, totally
Yeah.
different story. So I always start new. I can always refer back if you see 2020 is still here. So I can
Mhm.
still click on that tab and see what's gone on in 2020.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was a little bit more generic then. Now it's a lot more detailed.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay. I
have
see.
as much.
I love
Whereas
seeing
this
how
year,
it's evolved.
Yeah, I
I
yeah,
do.
love seeing your 2020 and then your 2021. And I feel like when we start this, it's going to evolve too.
it will.
I
And you
see
do
what
it to
you have
your
here.
specifications, which you need to remember.
Okay.
So everybody talks about the sheet that's in, um, what is it? The sheet that they talk
Dash
about that
resources,
it's in Dash Resources, but it's the sheet that the
the
track,
follow-up sheet, the customer care follow-up
the,
sheet. Is that what you're talking
or
about?
the tracker,
Oh, the
whatever.
tracker.
Yeah. So everybody talks about that and they print it out. I can't stand paper clutter. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I hate it. I mean, I don't even do it for my full-time job. Everything is downloaded, saved on drives, everything like that.
I love it.
This makes it clean.
Yep.
I can access it from my phone.
Different strokes for different
Yeah.
folks, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
if you're a paper pusher, hey, more power to you. I don't have the space for it. So everything for me has to be digital. Like I'm mad that I had to print up my health insurance stuff for work and I have
I
to fill
am
that.
I'm so
Awesome.
glad that,
Thank you.
we're sharing everything and we're really excited, but I know that we had one more topic to cover.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So no, that's all right. I know it's so hard when you're excited about something. If you can, I don't know how you stop sharing.
I'm looking at us. There it is. It's really tiny
Hey, now
at
we're
the
back in the
top.
Brady Bunch. Oh goodness. So I am actually going to be sharing next. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit about social media. And I think what I said was leveraging social media. So I'm going to do my own intro because I didn't want to write something up. Anyway, my name is Trey Bolin. I'm super excited to share tonight on leveraging social media. I have been running an online business on Facebook since before there were Facebook groups or pages. So that goes back to 12 years. I've run an online retail business, and I've also dabbled in other direct sales for 3 years. And so I'm a serial entrepreneur. I actually started with Pampered Chef. During the pandemic, a friend of mine mistook me for a consultant just because I like to share cooking videos. And she said, "Hey, I want to order that pan from you." And I was like, "I don't sell, but I'll host a party. I won't tell her that I'm not selling, but I'll host a party through my sister." And then after she got the pan, she loved it so much. She said, "Well, now I want my party. So when are you going to run it for me?" And I was like, "Shoot, I guess I'm signing up with Pampered Chef." So that's my crazy story. I booked a party without even being a consultant. She ended up signing up right away. I shot to director in 45 days. I earned the trip in 6 months. I just love this business. I've been around it for 28 years. My mom has been a consultant with Pampered Chef for nearly 28 years. I've been on a lot of Pampered Chef trips, but as the child, not as the adult. So I'm really excited to leave tomorrow and be the earner. I've already earned this year's trip as well to Texas. I'm going for the big trip. But I'm super excited to share with you about leveraging social media. It's just going to be really simple. The ABCs, be authentic, be there, and community. So just a little bit about authenticity. I know that's something that people have been talking about on Pampered Chef for a while, and it's something that I really, really firmly believe that if you are 100% authentic, then you are going to attract your tribe. If you think about all the people that follow you, they follow you for a reason. They follow you because they're identifying with certain parts of your avatar. I don't know if you're familiar with an avatar, but What that is, it's basically we look at the different things that we are, and those are usually the things that people are attracted to about us. So if we are being inauthentic, we are not going to be attracting the people we want to attract to our business. So authenticity is really important. I want you to think right now about your favorite 5 people that you follow on social media. Why are you following them? You're probably following them because you like their content. You're probably following them because you relate to them on some level. There's something about the content that they're sharing that you're relating to, and that's a part of that avatar. That's a part of where we connect to different people in the different ways that we are sharing our content. So really, really important to be yourself. And along those same lines is creating that original content, that content that's you in your kitchen. That's you, me. I was sharing yesterday about the chore that I hate, and I showed my dirty toilet. You know, it's something that is you, and it's in your house, your hands, your face, your body. Now, maybe you're not comfortable with that, but you better get comfortable because people want to get to know you. Creating that original content is going to go the extra mile for showing up in social media. I love that Pampered Chef has that marketing imagery. But you guys, that's kind of like old content, because you know, Sally that is surfing the internet is seeing that from every consultant that she follows. She's seeing that from every Pampered Chef person that she follows. So what's going to be that thing that's like, oh, that's different. I got to check that out. It's you sharing something that you made in your house. So creating that original content is so important. And then fun. This is all going under authenticity. Fun. We want people to follow us, to like us. So, and I know that she just shared a little bit about not being political, not getting too deep, not getting too heavy. You know, why are we connecting with people on social media? Is it to create better relationships, or are we just kind of a negative Nelly? Because whatever you share, that's the kind of people that you're going to be attracting. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if you understand, if that makes sense. I would love to hear in the comments if you have someone that you love following on social media, that you like love their content. Share it in the comments, share it in the chat, because I want to see who you're following. I think it's really interesting if we look at other content creators and who they are and what they're creating. Not even Pampered Chef people, guys. This can be anybody that you like following their content. And what you need to do is kind of analyze that. Why do you like following them? And then a really good question to ask is, do you want to follow you? Are you fun? Are you engaging? Are you becoming one of those people that would be in this chat, that would be listed as someone that we want to follow? I'm not trying to preach here, just trying to share that your Pampered Chef page, your group page, and your personal page should be a place that people want to come to. They want to engage with you. They want to be like, hey, I wonder what Steve's going to post today. I wonder what Erica's cooking up in her kitchen. I wonder if Kathy's going to make a smoothie, because she always makes smoothies. You know, you've got to give them that authentic you showing up every day, and that leads right into the be there. Okay, guys, when we are trying to have a business on social media, we have to show up on social media. We have to be there. We are bombarded with info left and right, emails, text, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. Did I skip some? Yes, Pinterest even sends us notifications, guys. We are getting bombarded with information. I know I was in the director group today and someone was like, oh my gosh, I love shopping the Gap, but I get an email from them every single day. Like, I can't even handle it. It's too much information. I said all of that because I really want you to feel how our customers feel. They are bombarded with things. So if we don't post something, if we go 2 days without posting something, we are not showing up in their emails. We are not showing up in their feeds. We are not showing up anymore. And then, you know what happens? They're going to forget about us. If Gap stops sending all the ads, don't you think their sales would plummet? I know that we mindlessly scroll at night, and what are we scrolling through? The things that are posted. So you got to be there. You got to show up on social media. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can be authentic. It can be real. It can be you without makeup on. It can be just scrambling some eggs in the whipped cream maker. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Just show up. Because guys, it used to be that you would have to connect with someone 7 times before they bought something. That was Harvard they put out this, I don't know, some kind of survey that said, hey, 7 times. That's how many times people need to see your content before they're going to connect to it, before they're going to say, okay, just do it. I'm buying Nike. Okay, fine. I'll do it. No, no, no. Now it's 13. It has almost doubled because we're inundated with information. So we have to keep showing up. And you might think, oh, didn't they see me do the whipped cream maker eggs? I did that like last month. Guess what, guys? They probably missed it. They didn't see it. It is okay to do the same thing over and over again. In my first month with Pampered Chef, I sold 20, well, not even first month. I was only selling for 2 weeks. Anyway, I sold 28 whipped cream makers because I was freaking in love with it. I did an adorable video with my daughter. I'm still resharing that video from like a year and a half ago, and it's still getting me the sales because I'm showing it all the time. I'm like, look at us with the whipped cream maker. It's so cute. It's so fun. It's so easy to use. I love it. I'm able to create something with, you know, one ingredient that usually has a list of like, so many ingredients, you know, sharing that content over and over again. And then as we think about that, how many times that person have to see the whipped cream maker in order for them to buy it from me? So many times. Okay, let's take that to the recruiting level. How many times do you think my mom told me that I would be amazing at Pampered Chef? A lot? Do you think a lot, maybe?
Every day since the day he was born.
Probably. And I tried another direct sales business, guys, and I was in the top of that business. I was like one of the top sellers for the year. It was fun, but it didn't last. Because we have something that everyone needs. Everybody has to feed themselves, whether it be a microwave feeding or it is a fast feeding or whatever, we all eat. So with saying that, she asked me so many different times. My dad was like, you know, you'd be really good at what your mom does. You would be really good at this, Trey. I think you'd really like it. I'm like, yeah, I know. But you know what's interesting? We all have to go our own way. We all have to forge the path that took to get me here. So you never know how many times is going to be the time that it's like suddenly right for that person. I know this was not about recruiting, but this is about sharing content on social media. So how many times do you think it would be appropriate for you to go live and say, I love my job? How many times do you think it would be okay to say in your stories, this is so amazing. I get to do this from home with my kids. Okay, maybe you want a break. That's why we're going on the trip. You know, there is a way to share ideas on social media that are not so repetitive. There are so many different ways that you can say you love Pampered Chef. You can even go to marketing imagery and look at some of those reasons, those 6 reasons or 8 reasons, however many. What if you did a Instagram story or a TikTok or something quick about one of each of those reasons? What if we did that? We'd have 8 different videos to share at any time. We could just pop that in there. You know what you could do? You could actually take all 8 of those videos on the same day when you have good lighting, when you have no kids, or when you have all the kids' distractions, however you want to do your videos, and you would have that to use whenever you wanted, anytime. I'm all about evergreen content. Make it so it doesn't include a date, so it doesn't include anything that would limit you from reusing that again. This is a freebie. Create evergreen content. You cannot have a small business. You cannot run an online business if you are not online. So this is for all the people who are like, oh, I hate Facebook. Okay, here's my question. Where are you and your friends hanging out? Put it in the chat. I want to see in the chat, where are you and your friends hanging out? Where are you scrolling at 11 o'clock at night when you're supposed to be in bed sleeping? Where are you scrolling when you are taking your potty break because you're hiding from your 1-year-old and the fingers are underneath? Where are you? Okay, look at that. That's where your customers are. So that's where you should be putting your time, into creating content. If you are scrolling there, then you know other people are scrolling there too. That's why I jumped on TikTok. I was like, I don't want to do another thing, but I can just take that content that I have on Facebook and make it into 7 seconds. Not that big of a deal. Okay. But I really wanted you to think about where your people are, because that's where you should be. Okay. The last one is C, community. Create a space that people want to be in, not just your personal page, not just, what content you're posting, but have a community. If you don't have a VIP group, okay, I call mine a recipe share because I feel like VIP is not the language that I want to use. It's not my brand. So I call it a recipe share because that's what I do. I just share my recipes. I share, what I'm cooking up. I actually had a call with home office because they were curious about how I cook. And I was like, I like to take ready-made things and throw them all together and make something delicious. I am a homemade cook because I made it at home. I am, conscious about labels and reading things. I wish I was more like Kathy and making a smoothie every day, and more like Sarah, all gluten-free and wholesome ingredients, but this is who I am, and I'm authentically being who I am. So in that community space, be a place that people want to hang out with. Test out some different things, some different posts, some different videos, see what they're responding to. My people love stupid quizzes and anything that they have to pick A, B, C, D. They're all about telling me whether they would wear leggings or shorts for the rest of the year. They are all up in that quiz stuff. They also, I found out today because I did a poll. Hey, are you just like hanging out here and you don't care about this content? I mean, it wasn't that specific, but I asked them, hey, are you just checking it out? Are you my silent stalker? And most of them actually chimed in and said, I come here, I hang out here, I just don't post here. So it was really encouraging. So take a poll, see what they want to see, interact with that community, create a space that people want to be in. Why are you in the groups you're in? Share in the chat. Why are you in the different groups that you're in? Excuse me, I'm getting really excited and like, this is the most I've talked all day. I feel like most people are in the groups that they're in because they like the content that's shared there. I know I'm in tons of groups that I'm just scrolling through, checking out the information. I know there's actually one group that I don't even know why I'm in it. It's a photographer's boudoir group that doesn't even live in the same state that I'm in, but she's always posting super interesting facts, just life facts, life hacks, fun quizzes. So I'm always in there. I'm like, I will never hire her. I know her like in a distant world, but she has a fun group. It's a really fun place to hang out with. So think about that. We are creating a community, and is your community a place that people want to hang out with? Also, I want to talk about utilizing a posting service, whether or not it's a Facebook scheduler or an outside service. That is a great way for you to be on top of your community and not have to be so directly plugged in. There's even some of them that will post comments for you. So, you're playing a game and you're supposed to post the answer. You can schedule that to post the answer. Really, really nice interface. And then, what? I just want to encourage you guys as a part of that community to be going live, sharing that online presence and being there with your community. Do those long 20-minute, 30-minute demos where you're showing them the whole entire thing. And I'm bored on my brain going, where's the TikTok 7-second version of this? People like to follow along with you. They really do. Host a cook along. There's lots of different things that you can do to generate more community and encourage more engagement. Even playing one of those ABC games that's getting people to interact with you. So that's all I have, guys. I was really excited to share with you. I love social media. I have really leveraged it a lot with all of my businesses. And that is the way that I've been doing business for 12 years. So I'm always really excited to talk to people and encourage them and help them find ways to utilize social media for their businesses. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a comment.
Sure.
We were in the opportunity chat just about an hour ago, and a suggestion you made at conference is how I ended up with that potential recruit. And I say, and I don't say potential, she's going to sign up. The blooper that I made with the whipped cream maker that everybody, and you said post it. I posted in the VIP group, but just got this incredible urge this morning to post it in my party. And what I posted along with the video was, this video isn't perfect, but I shared it because if you are someone who thinks you have to have it all together to be a consultant, I need you to watch this video. And there's two things you're going to see. clearly I did not have it all together. And number two, there was a whole village that was cheering me on despite every blooper I was making. And I posted it at 3. This woman was in my inbox at 3:15 saying, I'm curious.
I love that. So that
That's
is
awesome.
a perfect example of creating that community, that safe place for people, showing them that we are vulnerable too. We aren't perfect. You know, I have a video of my kids just going crazy and being loud because I have a 19-month-old and he loves to be noisy and get in the video and be silly. And that's my life right now. So share that, share whatever your life is.
It makes you more real. You have to be realistic. And for me, I had issues going live in front of my parties and in front of, my business page. So I took my VIP page. My VIP page personally is only from my previous host. I give them the special treatment. They helped me get where I am today. So I want to reward them so they know about the new stuff coming out. They get extra special recipes, deals that are going on, stuff like that. So I keep it real with them. But I'm always posting my VIP page and going live because I test it out there. And we all laugh together and I act stupid crazy because that's just who I am. And I can be myself in front of them. I don't have to be Miss Business Professional. So I ended up starting to carry that over to my business page and to my parties. I got more of a reaction for being crazy stupid like I am. Like, I'm at the point, I'm 46 years old. I'm at the point I don't care what anybody thinks. It took me 46 years to get there. They're either going to love it or hate it. And if they love it, they're going to remember you forever. So like even with my driver's license picture, used to be all prim and proper. Well, guess what? I just had to retake it recently. My hair was in a bun and it's sticking out like I have devil horns. I refused to let her retake it. I kept it. I'm like, hey, I don't care anymore. I don't have to impress nobody. I just need to do my job and get going. So the crazier you act, the more they're going to remember you. If you mess up and be real, they're going to remember you for being that authentic. Like the saying goes, you're pampered, not perfect. So
I love that. Now I want to if anyone has any more questions, let me know, but I think we're going to wrap up here. We've gone a little bit over than what we said we were going to be, so I don't want to take anybody else's time from them. Next week, we're going to be talking about maximizing table. I mean, isn't that something we all want to learn how to do a little bit better? And then earning that incentive trip, because you guys, we know that the incentive trip can be earned in just this short amount of time from someone signing up right now until December. This is the hottest time for our business. This is when things are super explosive. So join us next week. I'm going to end unless someone says, woo, I need to know something. Anybody? Thanks so much, guys. This was amazing. I had such a blast. And thank you, everyone. I will be posting this very soon. Bye.
Thank